Will Byers could have a romantic interest in season 5. But the question is, with whom? Well, recently we got a huge rumor, a very trusted industry insider, and he said that Will Byers will mostly have a romantic love interest in season 5. And I know the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the words Will and romantic relationship, your mind goes to Will and Mike. But let me tell you, Will and Mike, it's not likely going to happen. Anyways, before we talk about why Will and Mike could not be the endgame, let's talk about why this rumor of Will having a relationship in season 5 might well be true. First of all, Will having a relationship in season 5 really makes sense on multiple levels. The first thing is, it's about time, because we all know the core group of the original 4 friends, the original 4 kids, they all have had their share of love. Mike as L, Lucas and Max were a thing, and I hope they become a thing again in season 5, and of course Dusty Bun and Suzy Poo. But Will was the only one who was remaining to have that kind of a chapter in his life. We all know his life really turned upside down when he went into the upside down. But anyways, one major thing happened in season 3 was the coming out of Will Byers. I mean, he didn't really come out explicitly, but when he was talking to Mike Wheeler in the van, and again the fact that Will Byers is going to be the center stage of this season like he was in season 1 and 2. I won't say season 1 particularly. In season 2 the story was about finding Will, but Will didn't have that much of a screen time. But in season 2 he was the main guy, and in season 5 he will be the main guy again. So it definitely makes sense to give a closure to Will Byers' arc of its sexuality and about his relationships as well, and about his love life too. So all of these reasons combinedly say that this rumor of Will Byers might have a romantic relationship in season 5 come out to be true. Now the second question, why this could not be Will Byers? I'll give you 2 answers. The first answer is, again I want to come back to the van scene. Will was not expressing his feelings directly to Mike, but he was kind of expressing it all between lines, but Mike obviously didn't get it, and Mike is with 11. I mean, he finds Will as his best friend, but Mike, I don't think that he could be bisexual. I mean, he is with L, and I think L and Mike could be the end game. And now the second thing is, the industry insider I talked about earlier, who actually talked about this rumor, and he in fact indirectly confirmed that Will and Mike are not going to be the end game, because there was a certain post that Mike and Will could be the end game, and to that post that same industry insider actually commented below and said it's not. Because of these 2 reasons we can speculate that Will and Mike might not be the end game. But now the main question is, if Will is going to have a love interest in season 5, and if it's not going to be Mike, then who else is going to be in season 5? And the answer is very lame and very simple. There'll be different characters in season 5, there'll be new characters in season 5. But the thing is, until this point in time we don't have any rumors of any new casting which could resemble the possibility of being Will Byers' love interest. That hasn't happened yet. But on the other hand, we all know that there are going to be multiple time jumps, and then going to be a significant time jump between season 4 and season 5. So my guess is, between this time some characters would have been introduced in this season. Yeah, I know it's a very lame and it's a very lazy answer, and if you think about it, that is pretty much the most rational answer. To give you an example, in season 3 we got to know that Robin was a lesbian, and in season 3 there was no other candidate who could be a potential love interest for Robin. But in season 4 they introduced a new character right in the first season named as Vicky, and they'll definitely do a similar thing in season 5 if they want to give Will Byers a love interest, and if that love interest is not going to be Mike Wheeler. Please tell me in the comments, what do you think about Mike and Will getting together? Do you want Mike and Will to be the end game, or do you want Mike and L be together after season 5 and Will finding a new love interest? I highly recommend you to check out this playlist, because in this playlist I've made all the Stranger Things videos, so please check that playlist. And as always, thank you so much for watching.